The plot behind this short film revolves around Jacob Rutley, who has survived an apocalypse. Jacob throughout the film reveals to the audience through his written history how he coped with his PTSD and lived off the land. Please enjoy watching Mirage.
To the futures, welcome to the after. When I was 17, I contracted a rare form of cancer. My father blew through thousands of dollars looking for a doctor who could recognize this strange disease. Unfortunately, by the time we found this doctor, we were neck deep in debt. My family's money situation slowly started driving us apart. It was all my fault, my cancer's fault, that we didn't stay close. Everyone knew it would happen eventually. It seemed like every movie released was about an apocalyptic war. It amused me that Hollywood actually described something accurately for once. Mirage was not a virus to be played with. Nobody knew where it came from or how to contain it. A team of researchers discovered that recovering cancer patients like me who were treated with radiation were immune to the effects of Mirage. Somehow the radiation that had saved my life destroyed Mirage's ability to harm my body. There are only a few of us left, but those who are fought with earnest to stay alive. In those days, it seemed no one was safe from Mirage. If an immune person became a carrier, there were no signs, as was the case with me. My best guess is that I contracted Mirage from a nurse working in the hospital. I remember it so clearly. My family was picking me up from my last radiation treatment. I greeted my mother with a kiss. A deadly kiss, undetectable until it had infected my whole family. After several days, Mirage had driven them clinically insane, as it had done to so many before them. Each day came as a reminder that I had outlived my family and was facing another day of dreary isolation. Fortunately, I was able to seek shelter at the family farm, far removed from town. But that didn't make dealing with all the change any easier. It made me into a completely new person. All the petty things no longer interested me. The only thing I cared about now was survival, and finding someone who was just as intent on survival as me. Finding food was a challenge, especially in the winter months. During the summer, I had the luxury of growing plants and fishing, but once they went out of season, I had to rely heavily on venison. There were very few deer to hunt, but each time I thought I was at the end of my resources, I was proven wrong. After my third spring rolled around, I had things figured out. When to cut wood to prepare for winter. When to plant, when to harvest. At this point, I was growing used to the solitary nature of my existence. It had turned a rowdy teen into a thought-provoked and intent 21-year-old. Everything I went through, I'm convinced, prepared me for the person I'd soon meet. Every lesson that taught me to treasure everything I had led up to that one moment. Allison and I found a few more survivors and started a colony. It was she who inspired me to write all this down, to create a new history for the futures.